Hello, welcome back, everybody. We're with the special edition alumni Inside the Blue Zone with
Nathan Orozco.
Alex Trejo.
Davion Hartfield.
And today we're going to be just talking about how being a student athlete is in college and kind of just catching up on Trejo and Davion and Nate, how they're doing after high school.
Perfect.
So to start, how is life? How's life been? How's sports? How's everything going after high school?
So I kind of left pretty soon. Me and Trey left pretty soon. We left in June, and adjusting to it, we adjusted pretty quick. But one of the main things is up here in college, everything is all fast tempo. We have practice straight in the morning, and when we got up there, it was summer, so it was workouts are crazy and like that. So it took a little time to us to adjust, but we loved it out here. San Diego's very perfect. The weather's really nice. And the vibe. So one thing big different about high school and college as a football standpoint is that you meet totally new people. Like these people all over states, all over types of world. So it's very nice.
Yeah, basically what Davion was saying, you meet a whole bunch of new people. You know, we have people from all across the United States, like people from Florida, Oregon. And so you make new friends everywhere. And then, but yeah, it's pretty much fast tempo. And then, it gets hard adjusting a little bit, but once you get used to it, it gets pretty fun, and it just becomes a lifestyle, it becomes more of a job than it does in anything,
Definitely.
So yeah.
So Nate, how's college going?
College is going good. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it took me getting used to because like how Davion and Trail said, like you gotta get adjusted. And for me, I'm not doing sports like here locally. But just I had the routine, playing football for a whole summer for the last 4 years, it was weights. I had a routine. So like now I'm kind of it took me like the first 3 weeks to break out of that routine. And like, I only got to go to school Monday, Wednesday instead of the whole, 5 days out of the week and then practice afterwards. But I like it.
So Trejo and Davion, this question's for you guys. So you guys are really busy, obviously with sports and obviously, college is different from high school. How do you guys balance like doing all your schoolwork and making sure you're at class while also balancing sports?
To be honest, so me personally, I do work a job. I work in a restaurant, and plus schoolwork and practice and all that. It's okay. This lifestyle in college it's a job. Other around me having an extra job, it is a job. So you just have to prioritize things, and unfortunately, you have to sacrifice things like going out and like things you want to do. You have to sacrifice certain things like that. But honestly, like when you just become in routine when you're like that.
Yeah, basically it's important to have a routine. But for me and Davion, we have school online, so it makes it a little easier.
Way easier.
So I got the practice. We'll just come home and do our online work, and then but yeah, it gets harder. It definitely gets harder because it becomes more of a job, and like it's more tiring and more draining on your body than anything. So yeah, it definitely gets harder, but it gets fun.
With Nate, how's it coaching for the freshman team for Centro?
It's a big difference, man, from last year being a player with you guys. Like I know it's only my first year coaching, but you kind of see the other side of things, and it took me the first 2 weeks to get adjusted. I was like, wow. Like especially when the players talk about something, you're like hearing it from when the coaches explain it, it's like a different perspective. But I like it. I hope I can keep on doing it. But like I said, we got Brawley this week, and so it's gonna be a fun game on Wednesday or tomorrow.
Woo! Bet. Bell game week.
Bell game. So are you guys coming back down for the Bell game?
Unfortunately, I do work. Grown. Yep, I worked that same day, so we're not able to come down for the Bell. I'm not personally able to come down for the Bell game.
Yeah, I'm not too sure yet. I'm still thinking about it. Just depends on what my plans are. So I'm just. I'll probably decide in a couple of days, so I'm not sure yet.
One thing is that I'm for sure going to be watching.
Yeah.
Guarantee.
Yeah, for sure.
Statement game for sure.
I'll be here. I'll be here watching it with the rest of the coaches.
Coach Nate.
So this question's for all of you guys, but to start off, so you, Trejo and Davion, you guys are in San Diego. You guys are away from family. Obviously, it's not too far away, but you guys are living on your own for the first time in your life. So how's that been?
Honestly, it's been great. I can't lie. So living away for parents and everything like that, yeah, it's definitely when you come out here for the first month, it was definitely kind of hard, because I've been living with my mom, my whole life, and without having to see my sisters every day and my mom every day, and and everything like that. My routine, it's a whole different routine. It definitely, you do get a little homesick, but like if you want to go somewhere in life, you have to sacrifice the ones I said. So you got to sacrifice time with your family, to do the things you want to do and like focus on your career. But you do adjust to it. Like call my mom every single day, my dad, but that's how it is.
Yeah, it does get a little hard, especially like the first couple months, because you start to miss them and like you're just like home alone by yourself and don't have really anything to do, like on weekdays, and then you gotta like do everything by yourself, make your own food, do literally everything by yourself. Like you just become an adult, so it does get a little hard, but it's worth it though.
It does make you appreciate your parents way more than you ever should have. You know what I mean? Because living alone, anything like that, it's definitely hard. Like you have to who's gonna make food for you? No one, not your mom. You have to make food yourself.
It was like a wake up call or what?
It was definitely a wake up call, but it's just a check for reality and how life is gonna be. But me personally, I do love it. And something what people don't say is that what's it called? Living alone is great. You don't have you're on your own schedule. You go to you don't have to worry about I have to be home at 11:30. No, like it's all on you. So if you're out late, you have to deal with the consequence next in the morning. So it's all dependent on yourself.
Yeah.
So for you, Nate, like how's it being here in the Valley? Obviously not everybody leaves, so. Like, do you still hang out with friends here? What do you do on your like off time just to go hang out, have fun?
Well, on my off time, I still have a couple of my good friends that stayed here locally. Like they went to IBC, so every once in a while, like we'll go either to go eat or we'll go hang out at someone's house. I said but we were talking about it yesterday when we were watching the game, was how we said like a year ago we all kind of had the same schedule because of school, football practice, but now it's kind of like we gotta kind of plan things in advance because we all have different schedule because two of them are doing baseball. My other friends who went straight into work, and then I have some other friends that left too, SDSU and USD. So it's kind of, and UCLA. So those ones it's kind of hard to see them, but when they come down, we kind of try hanging out. But obviously they want to be with family. So I think that's the hardest part. Like I was seeing them every day, and now it's kind of like it's every once in a while.
And to piggyback off of that, so I live right by, or not live right by, like 15 minutes for state, and like going to a university, it makes you hungry. It makes you want to be there. The campus life is great. It makes you like want to move out the Valley and explore out because there's so much more things to explore. Like there's so much more people to meet. There's so much more things to do out here. Like I definitely enjoy coming out here or living out here.
Okay, so for you, Trejo and Davion, you guys are playing sports at the next level. How are like the workouts different? How are the practices? How is the environment? How's everything like that going compared to high school?
Okay, so it's full time all the time. So I'll share our schedule with this. I'll share your schedule. So we're only days off is Monday. So we're on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is our game, and Sunday we have practice. So it's full time. So on Tuesdays our schedule is 7:25 is ready room. We have to be there way before 7:25. And if you do have any injuries, you do have to go in earlier for the training room. So then we have meetings from 7:30 to 7:50. Then we have position meetings. And it's all scheduled every single day. You also become into routine with it, but it's for high school, it's way different. The lifts are counted, it's timed, everything's just more strict, but I tend to enjoy it better than high school.
Yeah, it's definitely more strict. But once you get used to it, it just kind of becomes a habit. And since you already did it in high school, you kind of already know what to expect. But it's definitely way harder. It's definitely way more strict. You can't mess up as much as you did in high school. If not, you'll get cut or just get sent home by any little mistake. You can't show up late.
Yeah,
you cannot be on any list
simply
or anything like that. So it's definitely, you have to hold up to the standards that they give. So it just becomes a habit over time of just doing it so long.
Super hard standards here. No late. There's no BS here in college for sure. Like, especially at the college level, we're at JUCO right now, but all around, you cannot be on any list. They're looking, you're getting evaluated every single day. You're trying to be better than next person every single day.
So to step away kind of from like the academic things and athletics, what do you guys like? Up there in San Diego, obviously, here in the Valley, we don't have much to do. Like, you kind of just have your set friends and you do whatever you do with them on the weekend. Mm-hmm. Now that you guys are on your own and in a big city, obviously San Diego's beautiful, really expensive. Mm-hmm. What do you guys, one, how do you guys like budget to do what you guys do? And two, like, what do you guys do to have fun?
Okay, that's a good question. Budgeting is definitely a good question. You definitely have to manage your money very well. Especially with gas. Because you want to go around, you definitely want to. You're always active in San Diego. You want to go places. Me personally, on my off time when I'm not working or don't have pressure or anything like that, I love hanging out with my friends. I made a ton of new friends out here, and so there's something called the Bonita Apartments, and like there's all a bunch of sections all filled with football players. So we go there, we hang out. This most of the time. That's where I spend my most of my time is with my teammates.
Yeah, we mostly just set up plans with our teammates, because it's probably like our closest friends. But we'll go out to like the mall, to the beach on random days, or even to the casino. Or it doesn't matter what it is, We always find something to do just because there's so much to do over here. So it's way better. It's way more fun, and yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, definitely. There's always anything to do over here, and Centro, it's the same old, but over here there's multiple things to do. There's spots you go eat, there's the beach, you could go, there's San Diego State, you can go hang out with your friends over there.
Always something new to do,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I think as a Valley kid, like moving over, like if I were to move over there, it's like you're just so curious of everything. So I feel like you guys would just stay so busy all the time,
No, for sure. It's hard to stay home sometimes. I can't lie. There's always something going on. There's something you want to do. And to touch on a budgeting standpoint, it is hard. It is very hard. You do want to have fun all the time, but you do have to prioritize once again, like your food, your mandatory things like water, food, gas, everything like that. But honestly, San Diego is expensive, but you can manage it well. Yeah. I think me and Trejo, we're pretty good at managing with food and gas and everything like that.
Yeah, we pretty much buy everything we need before we go out, like on the weekends and stuff like that. Like our groceries, anything we need for the house. Because, that's the most important thing. Even though we do want to go out, it's important that we buy the stuff that we need and not just buying it on random stuff. So it is, and it's just, yeah, it's pretty much like that.
And another thing is that, college is also, it's very strict, but honestly, it's a time to have fun. Like I love going out. I love the mall. Fashion Valley is amazing out here. I do love shopping for clothes now and everything like that. So it definitely opened up to a lot of things. I think my style for sure have changed from being out here. So there's new things to enjoy and find out too.
So for you, Nate, like kind of staying back home, like do you like enjoy being here still, or do you wish you went out, or like what do you do to stay busy here?
Well, right now, what I do to stay busy is like, since I'm helping out with the freshman team, like obviously I kind of still have that same schedule, but now it's just practice from 4 to 6. But there is some days where I wish I would have went, because I was thinking about playing at Southwestern with Davion and Trejo, but then I just wanted to stay back home. And for me, like everyone wants to leave the Valley. To me, the Valley is my home. I like it. I don't, I do want to leave at some point, but for the most part, like I said, like what I do to like stay busy, like I said, I still have my friends that I'll go hang out with them here and there, and we just talk. And I think that's the best thing you can only do here. Like how you said, Julian, you just have your friends and do stuff on the weekend. But
for sure,
I do want to go up there with Davion and Trejo.
Of course, yeah. And one thing I could say is everyone has their own journeys. So straight out of high school, nothing is wrong. Completely nothing is wrong with staying in the Valley, and nothing at all. Financially, it's a better decision, you know what I mean? But yeah, everyone has their own journeys in life. You don't always have to move out of state. You don't always have to move. It's just what everything lines up in life, Probably, I don't know Nate's situation personally, but there's probably his situation is probably better than mine, like staying in the Valley. Unfortunately, I wanted to play football and at this level, Let's take a step back and let's speak about the Bell game a little bit. I feel like we should still
reason why you guys are all three here. All right,
we should touch up on this.
First question: do you guys miss being able to play in the Bell game?
Yes.
Oof, of course.
Yes.
Of course.
We all miss.
Oh, okay. A big thing I should say is that maybe at this level I'm at right now, as a junior college, but the crowd is definitely nowhere. I'm telling you, the crowd is nowhere near as hyped as high school was. I mean, I think that's where people take for granted is that when you come out to this college level, it's so much culture over there in Centro that people don't understand. The band, the cheerleaders, everything. Every tradition we have, popping the poppers at the end of the game, that I think people should really take consideration as.
Yeah, I still don't think people realize how big that game is. People from San Diego know about that game.
Even talk about it.
Yes,
they talk about it. I'm still getting comments about last year's Bell game. I'm telling you, it's bigger. The Bell game is bigger than you think.
Yeah,
100%.
so it's very important, you know.
Gotta take it to the chin every time they talk about it.
And of course, we still wish we could play in it, but you know, you just gotta. Well, we'll be watching.
Our time has gone. You know, I'm super excited to see this super great game.
All right, but to piggyback like on what they said about the tradition, I don't think a lot of people realize the tradition in both schools, Brawley and Centro.
Both sides.
Like they've been playing, I think, over 100 years already. Since I think the first time they played was like 1921. So that's like almost 100 years, and the first time they introduced the bell was 1943. So it's like 80 years now. So I mean, like I said, like in the Valley, that's the one game everyone wants to see, no matter where you're from, is the bell game. You know, I think before, like back then, before all the regulations, someone told me that they would get like 10,000 people at both schools, and now you still get like 4,000 because of the fire department and like, you know. So a lot of people don't realize just the pride and culture from both school. And like for this year, I think it's gonna come down to who wants it more, because it doesn't matter about records or who you guys played before. It's whoever wants the bell more that year, and that's gonna be the outcome of the game. And I think if Centro does their job, then they should come out victorious.
I feel like to piggyback kind of what you said, it's like the bell game isn't just Central and Brawley, like the school itself, you know. It's like the community comes out, everybody supports. You know, my dad talks about bell game, and I mean, he didn't go to either schools. You know, it's just such a big thing in the Valley, and I think some people don't realize how like special it is to people in the community of El Centro and Brawley.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you guys have any words of advice for the whole team?
For the team?
Yeah.
I'll let you guys go first then.
Okay.
Good.
All right. So the first thing I'll probably say is flush everything that happened past in the season. Things happen, and you have to forget about them. You have to go move on to the next play. It's like the next play, same as the next game. Whatever happened this season, it happened, right? There's nothing you can do about it. The unfortunate losses, it happens, right? Yes, it's a big learning moment. Very look back on your mistakes and fix them. This game go either way, you know? It's about who wants it more, and it's about the grit, you know? And I feel like just focus on the little things. Focus on little things and don't get in your head too much. I feel in the bell game, everybody was in the head. For my personal experience last year, you think too much. You can't think too much in those games. You just have to play your job and do your assignment. Like the game, football is very the little things. You just gotta focus on those little things. And if Central does the little things, they'll be all right this year for this bell game.
But what I would say is mainly just do your job. If everyone does their job, y'all should be good. You know, that's because winning is hard. Winning is hard in general.
Winning is hard.
Winning is hard in general.
People don't understand how hard winning is.
It's just who wants it more at the end of the day. Who's gonna finish the game? You know,
100%.
And then you also can't get in your head. Getting in your head is gonna mess up your whole game. You're gonna mess up your technique and the plays, and that could cost a game. Any little mistake could cost a game. So it's important to forget about last year or whatever, because it's a brand new game.
It's a whole new game.
It's a brand new game. So you just make sure to go out there, you know, do your job, you know, play to your highest potential, you know. but yeah, just go out there and do the best you can.
And
Should be all right.
one advice I could give, and I feel like people kind of throw it out the window or anything like that, is enjoy yourself out there. Like, enjoy yourself. The bell game, you only get this is okay for the seniors. This is your last bell game. You will never ever get to play in a bell game again. If you make a play, look in the crowd, enjoy it, embrace the moment. Like, I couldn't beg enough for these high school athletes now to enjoy the moment. Like, if you see every play I made, if you look back and film every play I made, I looked to the crowd because I was embracing it. Like, I enjoyed everything. I felt people get too hard on themselves and don't get to enjoy the moment, and it flies by your head. And I feel like everyone should really just enjoy it. This game is full of love from everybody. The whole town shuts down to watch this game. Enjoy it. That's the main thing. I feel like, of course, we lost last year. And how it goes. That's how football is. You win or you lose, but it don't matter. You would play to the snap. Just play to the whistle ends. Like, you see how the sophomore bell game went. Crazy game. That was a crazy game. Already in shot and everything like that. We was down, but it's all about who has the grit to win this game.
Yeah, just make sure y'all go out there and have fun at the end of the day, you know, and don't take it for granted, because for the seniors, you're gonna wish that you could play in that game again. and you'll look back at your highlights and be like, damn, like I wish I could just play in that game one more time.
And play with no regret. Like I say, like you never want to end the season off of I wish I could have did this and I wish I could have done that. Because there's a bunch of seniors last year that could have said, I wish I would have practiced harder. I wish I would have did this right. I wish I didn't go out, you know? But just live with no regret. Like play with no regret. Yeah, I want every athlete on the Central team. You know, of course I'm biased, you know, and you know, I'm biased to Central. I want every athlete on that team to just focus and really like focus on the little things to get this up. Because it's possible.
Go ahead, Nate.
Like Davion and Trejo, they said it all, but the biggest thing for Centro is you just got to do your job. It's a team sport, so as everyone does their job and execute, you know, I think they should be fine. You know, and like I said, don't lower the standards down for Brawley because I know Brawley doesn't have a good record, but they were playing some pretty good teams in the beginning. They can't lower their standards down for no one, and you know, like I said, it's the Bell game. You know, it's the biggest game. You know, go out there, play for each other. Like I tell my freshman kids, you play for the name in the front that says Central, so they can remember your name in the back, you know? And like I said, it's Bell family tradition. Don't, like Davion said, don't regret nothing. Leave everything out there, you know? And just have fun when you guys are out there. The moment you start playing all intense and you start worrying, you know, your mind's all over the place, you know, just relax, do your job, have fun, and go out there and hopefully you come out victorious, which I think we will.
One thing I say is don't doubt Central, man. Don't let the record fool you. We have a great program. We are very disciplined, very disciplined program, and that's not even me being biased. That's I could talk for both sides of the ball. No, don't count Central out. The losses don't matter when it comes to this game on both sides of the ball. On both sides of the ball for Brawley and Central, the record literally they're 0-0. That's how I feel about the Bell.
Okay. Well, once and more, it's like a coach said, it's whoever can play hardest the longest. You got to say, you guys got what, 40 minutes?
One thing I say, taking away from full mark thing. So, if anyone doesn't know, my name is Davion Hartfield. I was a ex-host of the Inside the Blue Zone, and I'm extremely proud of you guys of what you have been done. I've been listening to these episodes, and I just want to say, great job, Mason, for taking over, and thank you.
And Julian.
For living us.
Victoria.
And yeah, personally, I do not know the host, but definitely thank the whole crew because it is a hassle doing this podcast. And when I created this podcast, I wanted it to be living on like generations. You know what I mean? It sounds crazy, but I do just want to live on because this is a big thing.
Oh, yeah.
This is, of course. This is, I feel like Inside Blue Zone gives the insights that no one hears about, you know?
Yeah.
So, great job, y'all.
Yeah, appreciate it. And, you know, thank you guys for popping out, taking time out your guys' day. And
Of course.
Sure.
Hope to talk to you guys soon again and have a good time.
Of
See you
course.
on the next one.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Get that dub. Go blue.
Yes, sir.
Central.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.